Aloha! Great job today. What we're going to point out is just our continued practice. C major, 1, 3, 5. D minor, 1, 3, 5. E minor, 1, 3, 5. F major, 1, 3, 5. G major, 1, 3, 5. A minor, 1, 3, 5. B diminished, 1, 3, 5. And then C. Now when I said 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, it's a given they're all 1, 3, 5, but they actually have different interval spacings. So let's go through that concept right now. C major has a C, E, and G. That is a 1, 3, 5. A D minor, however, has a 1 flat 3, 5. Meaning if I had 1, 3, 5 in the key of D major, I would have a D, F sharp, and an A. D, E, F sharp, G, A. Get rid of my 2 and 4. My E and my G, and I get D, F sharp, A. If I had a flat third, that would be the second chord in the key of C major, because there are no sharps and there are no flats in the key of C major. Meaning, if I played C major to a D major, that is called a key change, because the chord of D minor is not in the key of C major. So 1, 3, 5, 1 flat 3, 5, 1 flat 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1 flat 3, 5, 1 flat 3, flat 5, and then 1, 3, 5. Meaning that last diminished chord is going to have a flat 3 and a flat 5. You can have that tonality on any major chord, and as a result have a resolution to its half step partner. Meaning, if I take a C major and I turn the 3 into a flat 3, E flat, and a flat 5 for a flat G, I have a C, E flat, G. That chord itself wants to resolve to a C sharp major. Just the same if I had a C sharp diminished, it would want to resolve to a D major. So on and so forth. What we use that diminished chord is something called a lending tone or a leading tone. We're quite literally using that chord to move from one key to another, or to give a desired effect or emotion. When I'm playing something like that chord right there has a movement which is based off of this and has a 6 B flat with a 6 in it. If I was playing that same movement in the key of E flat, I would have now a C flat, a D flat, and then a F. And harmonically, I could call this a C sharp, but I would only call that if I was building a C major. If I'm actually building this chord, this augmented chord now is a C sharp augmented. When I use these chords, I use them in songs like, there's a couple, jazz favorites that'll always have these. But the chord that you're using today, like C major to an F second inversion, if we had that F augmented could move what I was doing was a C major with a augmented, because there's my sharp 5, C major 6, because there's my major triad with a 6, and then a minor 7th, which gives me a diminished chord. Remember how I talked about the diminished being a lending tone or a leading tone? Well, it moves me right into my F major, then to an F minor, back to the C. When I'm able to use these chord structures, I'm taking the melody of it's all based off of 1, 3, 5. Still Still it's a 1-3-5, but now it's a 5-1-3, still an F major. However, when I move this from here to here and I move this chord to here, it changes that triad, doesn't it? Gives me a raised third. So this is what I would consider an F augmented. Yeah? Because it has a raised fourth. It's not the perfect fifth being raised to that, but it does have a movement. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that, but we first need to be able to understand what C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and C are. 1-3-5, 1 flat 3-5, 1 flat 3-5, 1-3-5, 1-3-5, 1 flat 3-5, and then 1 flat 3 and flat 5. So this last one is the only one that does that. If we were doing it in the key of D major, we would have D major, E minor, F sharp minor, G major, A major, B minor, are C sharp diminished, or I'm sorry, B sharp diminished, or C sharp diminished, and then it resolves to D major. The only one that was different outside of all those, 1-3-5, 1 flat 3-5, 1 flat 3-5, 1-3-5, 1-3-5, 1 flat 3-5, 1 flat 3 flat 5, 1-3-5. So when we hear that note, we know that's where it's going to resolve. So this week, try doing the right hand. And once you get a pretty firm grasp on this, try doing a C on every tonic. C, C. Once you got a good grasp on that, try doing like a C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. What you'll notice is you're going to get a little dissonance there. You can play around with that and do something like, you could actually move the chord wherever you want at that point, but the B diminished is always going to be a weird one because it has that half step there. You're not going to get the full resolution. The only way I can show you that would be something awesome and moving is we would do something called a major minor or a half diminished, meaning like, so I've got my C diminished here, throwing my A up top. If I wanted a half diminished, I would be throwing different notes in there that will result in having. As you can see, we can move these melodies any way we want with those. So when we're doing this 1-3-5, 1-3-5, when you move that up to a D minor, you can do the same thing. And then E minor. So move yourself all the way up this piano, feeling out which ones these are. The best part about this is you can do 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1. So if you follow the caveat that one hand's gonna do a rhythm, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, these are all quarters. Quarter, 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 1. Whole note. Just being able to know what a C major is and an F major is, and knowing that these go from C, C, D, E, F, C, you can then be able to play. What I just did there was exhibited F major, C major, F major second position, E minor, D minor, C major, all within the key of C. Have fun with that. Make sure you're doing your moves movements here. And then when you're doing our song for the week with our Imagine, make sure we have a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the right hand, we have C major, F sharp, F major, B-do-do, C major, 2, 3, 4. F major, 2, 3, 4. C major, 2, 3, 4. F major, 2, 3, 4. C major, 2, 3, 4. F major, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And then next week we're going to talk about doing F. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. We'll talk about having the B part of the verse having F major with an E in it, a D minor, but I'm using the F as my bass note, to a G major, and then my G major splits, goes up a whole step and another whole step to give me my minor triad, our B, what is that, B diminished over the top. And what do we call a major with a diminished? Well, we call that a major seventh. So our G major 7 is derived out of utilizing both the G major and utilizing the B diminished. 1 flat 3 flat 5. 4. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no heaven. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer. And then here we're gonna have, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. So we'll go over that second part, the chorus and the bridge, next time. But buddy guy, you're doing a great job. The other thing you can do while doing this is just standard go over your C major scale. Remember, if you don't land with the pinky on the end and start with the thumb, 1, 2, 3, under, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over, and then end with that 3. what you'll notice is your overs go with your middle finger and your unders go with your thumb. So when you do D major, 1, 2, 3, under, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go through all of these and where your fingers should lay due to where all the sharps and the flats are. However, the right hand only has one key that you do not use the 3-finger rule, and that is F major. 1, 2, 3, 4, under with the thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you go back down the other way, you're gonna have F, E, D, C, over with the 4th finger for the B flat. We're gonna be going to the, 4th finger over to the B flat. 3rd finger is gonna go on the A note. Our 1st finger is gonna play the G, and of course, our thumb's gonna end on the F for the F major. Right on. So do 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 do. Left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over with the 3rd finger. So middle, pointer, thumb, thumb, pointer, middle, under to the thumb on the G string, G note. G, F, E, D, C. It was wonderful seeing you today. I hope this video wasn't too long for you. And remember, go slow and have fun. Aloha.